Hello, everybody. Sorry for the slightly longer than normal start. I running around getting dinner and stuff sorted. So, how's everybody doing? Hello, Lazy. Hello, Rampart. Just gonna do my daily things real quick. I can eat my pizza and have them auto run it for me. How you doing? How's it going? Bok motherfuckers. Get yourself a 24-piece Hell Chicken McNuggets and a Dr. Bill's pepper. Down at Hell's Chicken. I don't actually know what the hell this is about. This upcoming interlude kind of thing, because it's not a full canto apparently. There's an interluzo or whatever the fuck they use as their non-English theater term to indicate a interlude thing. I went to the grocery store because they sell actual like pizza there. And I have a deal on Friday that I like to get. While I was there, I found out my grocery store is cool and imports some neat Japanese shit like ramune, which I have tried for the first time, and I'm honestly surprised how good it is. I expected it to be a little weird. Like not to American taste at all, but it's, I mean, it's just a like carbonated sugar water kind of thing, you know? So got a melon flavor because of course I did, and the original, and they're both pretty fucking good. Although I gotta say the melon is better, just because the original is basically Sprite or Mountain Dew or whatever. It's a you know, like lime flavored thing. It's not bad, but it's also just like not anything special. If you hear the clackety clacks rolling around, it's the ball in the bottle. I will not apologize. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving, right? I know I already asked you yesterday, but I'm just making sure. Anybody do any stupid Black Friday deal shit? Or were you all smart and decided not to fuck with that smoke because it's not worth it? Dude, do stores even do, like, big Black Friday things anymore? Or are people still insane about it? Have they gotten better? Have they gotten worse? Hey, you champion shopping? I see. I also did not. I was kind of shocked by how dull the grocery store was. I expected it to be a lot busier for some reason. I guess just before dinner time on a Friday night is not a place people want to be, or not a time people want to be at the grocery store. And everyone died. You know, stupid people reproduce just as much, if not more, than everybody else. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of like outproduced their own casualty rate when it comes to the yearly deal slaughter. I feel like the time frames on that would not work out. But I don't care. I didn't kill a clay doll? What? Go on, Greg.
Things died on the deal slaughter killing fields, yet the shoppers gave in, kept coming.
There were not enough.
더 있나?
There was not enough
일단은
musket
처리하자.
balls nor black powder
불길 속으로
to stem the tide.
그 정도 각오로 우리 식구를 건드려.
The defenders of the great commerce holds of dwarfdom or whatever the fuck fought valiantly, but they were ultimately not powerful enough to stem the tide.
자세가 무너졌네.
I finished Dispatch last night, by the way. It's a good fucking game. Y'all should get it. Y'all should play it. I hope they do another season or whatever. That was a good shit. Contact the manager general, the horde approach.
내가 봐주마.
Well, I'm pretty sure we haven't hit the
자세가 무너졌네.
Cloaker.wab difficulty spike, or won't be tonight, because Hell's Chicken is not a full Kanto, and I'm told that the game actually becomes hard at Kanto 4 now.
불길 속으로. 그 삶의 마침표를.
자세가 무너졌네.
Oh. Does have a good sloth. Just Greg again. Greg solves everything for me.
더
As
있나?
long as it's yellow, blue, or
일단은
orange,
빠르게
Greg can
처리하자.
do it.
서두르지. 수습이 늦어지면 여기서 살아남은 게 다 헛수고가 될 테니. 검지의 책. 일 마무리가 나쁘지 않았어. 이걸로 숙청은 면할 수 있겠군.
That fucking frog. Alright, I have satisfied the daily thing. The one module. Level, which has extraction tickets. And energy, nice. Getting close. Getting close to that guaranteed, ticket. This is some music, yeah.
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
It's something.
다들 내리시죠. 여기서 다음 임무를 위한 의뢰인을 만나기로 했습니다.
못 봐주겠고. 이젠 하다하다 심부름꾼 마냥 의뢰까지 받는 거야?
어? 저기 뭐 하는 곳이지? 유난히 줄 서 있는 사람들이 많네.
이 짜릿한 향기를 모르겠어?
치킨이잖아. 그래. 그것도 비싼 오일로
No,
바삭하게 튀긴.
Sinclair's not melting again. Is the chicken not even gonna be related to our actual job? Are we gonna get sidetracked by a fucking fried chicken restaurant and miss our job appointment or whatever? So that Berg could be mad at us again?
K사에서 요새 대유행 중인 보살 치킨을 모르다니 아직 K사는 헛돌아다니신 모양이군요.
Bodhisattva chicken, the hottest trend around these parts, huh? A man with a fastidious impression suddenly cut in on the sinner's conversation as if he belonged to our group.
보살 치킨. 그게 무엇인가요? 답변 드립니다. 보살 치킨이란 다리 6개, 날개가 8개 달린 맛도 양도 보살이라고 명성이 자자한 치킨 가게죠.
Six-legged, eight-winged poultry, whose blissful tastes and gracious quantities really make you feel great compassion, huh? So you got mutant fucking chickens up in here? Is that what you're telling me?
심지어 그대의 취향이 무엇이든 맞춰드립니다. 육질이 좋은 육감 치킨, 살이 유독 많은 퉁퉁 치킨, 살이 쫄깃한 질겅 치킨. 자, 뭘 원하십니까?
언젠가 들어본 적 있는 것 같소.
웬일이래? 요즘 소식엔 누구보다도 둔할 것 같은 우리 이상 씨가.
그래서 넌 뭔데? 함부로 남 이야기에 끼어드는 꼬라지를 보니까 우리가 누구인지 제대로 모르는 모양이네.
우리가 그래서 누군데요?
I sure fucking can't explain who we are.
저런 가게 앞을 돌아다니고 있는 저건 무엇일까요? 썩 정상으로 보이진 않는데 말이죠.
Turning around, I spotted rather strange-looking people with just as strange behavior. Isn't that K-Corp staff? What are they doing? Hi, Roto.
알 수 없는 가면을 뒤집어 쓰고 있는 자들이 보인다.
We're having an interlude based on a chicken restaurant. Apparently, we are going to be sidetracked by some loving 8-winged, 6-legged chicken or some fucking. I don't remember the exact words.
마스코트 뭐
How you doing,
그런 거
bud?
아닐까요?
Fun?
자세히
Yeah, it's gonna
보면
be something.
꽤
That's for
귀엽게
sure.
생겼을 것 같기도 해요.
Where the hell did I put my headphones? The new Total War mod manager seems pretty solid. If you have a save, you can select the save and click a button that says use save mods, and it just loads all the mods that are enabled on that save. And that's pretty fucking cool.
그 마스코트를 보고 손님들이 소리를 지르면서 도망가는데요.
That's some quality mod managing right there.
우리한테 딱히 다가오는 것 같지도 않고 쓸데없는 소란에 휩싸이는 건 사양하네.
That's understandable. Some of them don't really like change the way the game actually functions. They do make it a little easier to play. Like there's some camera mods that are just kind of nice. They're not necessary, but you know, they make the camera a little better. You know, there's things that make the models look different, obviously. That kind of thing. You don't have to change the gameplay to be modding, but you don't have to mod to enjoy the game. Do you know any factions that synergize with dwarves? Well, if you're talking about factions you can get stuff to make up for dwarves' deficiencies when it comes to allied recruitment, then just about anything with solid cav. And there's not a faction in the game that can't benefit from having some nice dwarven artillery or just gunners Thunderers are pretty fucking solid. Thunder barges are hilarious. Dwarves can kind of handle their themselves entirely. Humanity, the Empire, I should say, is good. They're a little tricky.
길가에 있는 돌멩이는
But they
왜 죽는 거지? 응? 정치불명의 양반?
But they work well together, mostly because dwarves are just kind of are basically just a small subsection of what the Empire already has, but better when it comes to units. Like dwarven warriors are just flat out better than state troops. Really, period. Dwarven gunners, I'm pretty sure, are just better than hand gunners. They're more expensive, but they're just better stats-wise. You know, so like y'all can use the same tactics playing the Empire and dwarves. Especially if you know some solid like and they also have to learn the same kind of like skill when it comes to using their guns, because you can't just slap your gunners directly behind your front line and expect them to do things unless the things that your front line is attacking are like, you know, ogres or whatever, who are taller than your front line, so then your gunners can just shoot over them. You have to like use the terrain, or you have to have your gunners flanking and out in front of your front line but off to the side, and that's tricky. Yeah, dwarves, keeping up with the grudge system can be a little rough. It forces you to be kind of aggressive. But other than that, it's good. They're not complicated militarily. Their economy's good. Why did dude got a fucking chicken on his head? What in the world did you do? Hit by the rock, it started looking around. They're not your preferred faction, but they are hers, so figure playing around that would be good. That's fair. You have to, yeah, you have to be aggressive with the turtle faction, which is easier once you get like gyrocopters and, you know, thunder barges and shit, since they just kind of fly. Being able to get solid cav kind of shores up their one weakness of being really fucking slow militarily. So things that have that, either flying or just actual regular horse cavalry kind of things. Ogres might work, but they're a little weird, and I don't know if you have the DLC for that. Orcs wouldn't be bad. They start near dwarves a lot of the time, but it doesn't make any fucking sense, so I don't want to suggest it, but you can still do it if you want, obviously. Like, me and Subway play stupid-ass fucking combos that don't make any goddamn sense in the lore all the time, as y'all have seen. The Bretonnians, although Bretonnian cavalry is expensive if you want to recruit them for your own shit. Cathay is a little squidgy. Their cav's not bad, but it's not great either. It can be good, but it's it's heavily reliant on its yin-yang buffs and stuff, so that's a little weird. Empire units are just kind of plug and play. You can just kind of work together. If you're talking about reinforcing each other, you can bring whatever the fuck you want, honestly. Elves are pretty good with dwarves. Yeah, they are. They both fucking hate each other, but they are. How many places the two meet? No. They're both, honestly, they're both very solid all-rounders, although the high elves are a lot more mobile than dwarves, and dwarves have significantly better and more varied artillery available to them. But high elves make up for it with cavalry and monsters that dwarves really just don't have. And magic. obviously. Magic's a pretty big thing. The Empire has some of the best mages in the game just because you can have so many fucking lores. And they're just good in general. They're solid mages. They've got the good lores that matter, which is like beasts, metal, and life. And they had, you know, all of them really. Shadow and Death are both really good lores. Life is fantastic, although human soldiers don't really live very long, even with that help from it. Dwarven heroes in general are significantly better than the Empire. Bretonnia is good, like I said, but they're weird. It makes no sense, but Skaven with dwarves would be terrifying. Yeah, kind of. Because Skaven have ass for frontline, except for Storm Vermin, which are not good, but they're better than not Storm Vermin. And dwarves have, like, probably the best frontline in the game. I feel like they're up there. They're close to warriors. Because, like, warriors of chaos are just fucking assholes. They're monsters. They're tough pieces of shit. Did you bring Scryer or Pestilence? Well, Scryer does have the funny nuke bomb. And if your friend starts as Clan Angren, you'll be right next to each other. Yeah. Pretty much. So you'll be able to help each other much faster. And it also gets rid of one of Clan Angren's biggest early game threats, because Scryer can get out of hand really fast since it's surrounded by nothing but shitty minor Italian factions. It's me, Chaos Georg, and I brought my army of Chosen with special guests, Ascended Champions. I forget what they're called, but yeah. Pretty much. The ones above Chosen, the like 12-man unit, if you slap them in behind a unit of Chosen, they will just wreck shit together. It's nasty. They're really rough combo to deal with. That is, of course, if you can't just slap them with Lore of Light and then pound the shit out of them with fucking, you know, Silver and with Sisters of Avalorn, or really. Yeah, basic Chaos Warriors are still some of the best frontline in the game. They hang on into late game pretty good.
어이쿠, 실수였습니다. 이걸 어쩌죠?
Bretonnia is the horse faction, yeah.
뻔뻔하네.
Although recruiting stuff
머리를
into a
후려버렸잖아.
dwarf army from Bretonnia would be rough economically, because Bretonians kind of rely on the whole, like, troths, or however you say that word, to reduce the really fucking crazy upkeep of knights. And Knights Errant, which I think are the only ones with a reasonable kind of upkeep on their own, aren't that great. Problem is that you don't find the lore of Chaos Warriors interesting. A big part of you wanting to play and enjoy Total War 3 is finding the factions themselves interesting. That's fair. I love Warriors of Chaos just because they have really cool art. A lot of the time, they're like big, like not the basic warrior dudes look kind of cool. They're big armor with their fucking, you know, fur ruffs on their cloaks and shit. They look rad, you know. They're a good, like, big generic evil knight bastard. Right? But they're not like anything special. I just think they're a good example of a relatively generic kind of enemy villain faction thing. The Chosen and stuff, the like heroes, the warrior, the like Chosen champions and shit with the really like fucking dripped out gilded Baroque armor and stuff with all the little fucking gribbly details and shit on them. Those guys look fucking baller. They look so cool. Valkia, Helicron, Bear Kislev, Rats, Elspeth, and Guns. Rats, Elspeth's Guns. I mean, there is one artillery piece that the Empire has that the dwarves don't, technically, and that's mortars. Dwarves don't have mortars. They have cannons, and they have organ guns, and they have flame cannons, but they don't have mortars. They have grudge throwers, which is a catapult that throws a rock, but it's not the same as a mortar. It's still good. Still solid. Not, like, amazing or anything. Goblins are cool. Goblins can be fun. Ash with Corn's Bloodlust thing or whatever it's called, so you never play them. I haven't played Corn since they got their last overhaul, really, so I'm not sure. Valkia, Rats, Marathi, and Giant Goblins are your IRL armies. All good armies. Although I hate the rats with a passion when it comes to the tabletop, because they're fuckers. I never saw Valkia. Yeah, regular goblins are pretty solid.
자세도 상당히 안정적이었어요. 감사합니다. 과거의 도시 야구 선수가 꿈이었거든요.
그럼 그대로 대가리째 홈런을 쳐주지. 기다려.
Oh no, Ryoshu is mad.
다가오는 속도가 빨라지고 있습니다. 제 머리를 홈런시키기 전에
Twigs are silly.
저것부터 해결해야 할 것 같은데요.
Both of the big goblin lords also start pretty close to dwarves too, so again, it gets rid of some of the dwarves' early problems by just having a friend nearby, although you will be competing for land to an extent. So be aware of that. I don't know if you give a shit about them, but Pirate Coast also starts really close to Clan Angrand, if you like them. It's Aranessa, so it's just kind of like the generic, I'm actually a human legendary lord they have, but might want to save that one for... I mean, there's not really much to know about them. I don't know their faction mechanics, but they're basically just vampires and they have guns. There's not much difference between the regular vampires and Vampire Coast, mechanically speaking, if you're not playing. I needed that, Jesus. If you're not playing, what's his ass, the crazy guy, the like headliner of the faction. As Ryoshu furiously reached for her sheath, those things came right for us.
닭머리네요.
They do have chicken heads.
딸기네. 그것도
So weird.
생딸기네요.
Eye Patch Jones, yeah, crazy guy who got split personality from fucking with
하늘 분갈이 지옥에서부터
magical
피어나온 것
bullshit.
같은 모습이구만. 그 뭐냐? 그 지난번에 싱클레어가 뼈 바르기 힘들다고 닭날개를 남겨서 그런 게 아닐까? 아무리 생각해도 그거밖에 안 떠오르거든.
이젠 그런 거에 안 놀라요.
Yeah, Luther Harkin is his name.
그것마저
You're right.
노자 씨가 가져가서 남김없이 드셨어요. 이렇게 된 거 싸우는 수밖에
Hi,
변동할
War.
수가 없겠군요.
How ya doing? So why is this guy taking cover behind me then? Before I could complain further, the chicken-headed crowd attacked us. Damn. Ramune is pretty fucking baller, I'm not gonna lie. Real quick, hold on. Let me grab a picture of the thing while I'm... Let me grab a picture of the kind of warrior guy I'm talking about. I don't know if the resolution on this is even vaguely good. It's probably not. It kind of looks ass. Anyway, there's that. There's the Zinch ones that they had for Warhammer Online that were really fucking rad. We got the groovin' music back, huh? Where the fuck is it? Think those guys are dead? What guys? Where is it? Here it is. Here is the good picture. Here is the fucking... Here is the good shit. Is that blurry as fuck? That... Persona ass music. I mean, just look, just because it's got brass in it doesn't mean it's Persona music. Also, hello, G-Borse. Time to beat up the chicken boys, I guess.
당신 짝패군요.
움직임이 어설퍼요.
빈틈 투성이군. 스켈레터. 빠르게 처리하지.
I put my soda. There it is. I got me some store brand Dr. Salt kind of shit while I was at the store today because I was curious if it sucked. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it again, but I had to know, you know?
급한 볼일은 끝났으니까 본론으로 들어가자고. 아직 신원도 파악되지 않은 안경 양반.
Oh, I guess he does have glasses. Oh?
반론합니다. 그 호칭은 같은 안경 동지로서 섭섭하군요.
Does anyone else have to deal with things like this, or is it just the Ligma company having to go around fighting chicken? I don't know. Honestly, must object to such a moniker, especially so a fellow glasses bearer. Yeah, Greg, come on. There's some friendly fire. Chill out.
신원 같은 기본적인 인적 사항은 사망 신고를 할 때도 쉽게 파악이 가능하다.
Yeah, that's definitely not Dr. Pepper, but that's pretty good.
제 소개를 미처 드리지 못했군요. 명함 받으시죠?
Oh shit, it's Samjo.
삼조라고 합니다.
At least it's not Sanjo. Actually, you know what? It's close enough to Sanjo's name that I'm now just it's clearly just Sanjo pretending to not be himself to fuck somebody over somehow and do clown things. I don't know. Disregarding the growing hostility surrounding him, the man handed us his card straight away.
K사 식량 자원 계량부의 연구소 소속.
Department of Food Resource Development's research.
그럴 듯한 단어만 잔뜩 써주면 넘어갈 줄 알았냐?
Heathcliff, I'm honestly surprised you can read, to be honest.
물론이죠. 납득과 설명은 제 전문입니다. 그러니 진정하고 잘 들으세요. 아까의 전투에서 당신들의 모습을 매우 인상 깊게 보았습니다.
Uh-huh.
특히 눈앞에서 동료가 죽어가는 광경에도 아랑곳하지 않고 적들을 후드려 패던 모습 말입니다. 심지어 몇몇 동료분은 손가락질을 하며 비웃기도 하더군요.
발목을 잡는 자들이라면 아군이고 뭐고 개의치 않아야 한다.
Oh no, Otis is pondering violence. Prepare yourselves. Otis replied to his remark with a look full of pride, even though it didn't sound close to a compliment at all.
여러분들도 보시다시피 이 가게 앞을 점령 중인 정체불명의 닭들로 인해 피해가 이만저만이 아닙니다.
근데
사장님도 몸져 누워 계시다가 방금 막 일어나셨죠.
Another man with a haggard face tottered to us, making it somewhat apparent that Sandra wasn't lying about the restaurant's owner falling ill with worry.
말씀하시면 됩니다.
그러니까 우리 치킨집은 몇 달 전 은봉이네 호프집이라는 닭집에 맞은편에 오픈하였습니다. 저희 체인점의 우수한 혈통의 닭을 사용한 맛과 푸짐한 양으로 인해 은봉이네 호프집의 손님들까지 모두 저희 가게로 넘어온 건 당연한 수순이었죠. 그런데 은봉이네 호프집의 주인이 그 사실에 충격을 먹었던 건지 다 같이 망해보자는 마음인지 돌연 기행을 일삼는 것이 아니겠습니까?
What do you mean trying to ruin all your... What, with the chicken guys?
아니 뭐 그 경쟁업소에서 견제 좀 할 수도 있는 거 아니겠어?
As if to attest to the restaurant owner's blows, screams echoed from the other side of the street.
저게 뭐야?
As the supposed owner of Yunbong's swung his arm while muttering something, the chickens responded in unison. The raw chickens jumped at people.
뭐죠? 닭을 지휘하는 건가요?
They don't seem to be acting like this is a normal thing.
보통 기행이 아니었군. 아 얼마나 앙심을 품면 사람이 저렇게 되지?
생체 개조라도 한 것 같은 생닭들이 가게에 무단 침입을 하면서 기물을 파손하지 않나. 보신 것처럼 이젠 닭들을 뒤집어 쓴 사람들까지 생겨나고 있어요. 이대로 가다가는 가게에 크나큰 경제적 손실이 생길 겁니다.
이상 눈물 나는 이야기였습니다. 여러분이 나서서 이 사건을 해결해 주실 수 있겠습니까?
That ruffled your feathers, huh, Yisong?
아무리 그래도 우린 치킨집 의뢰 같은 건 안 받는데.
You have ads on the side of the screen already going, so if ad time happens, do you get double ad? I don't know, to be honest. I really have no fucking clue with this website.
평생 이용권. 의뢰를 해결해 드리면 이 매장을 평생 이용할 수 있는 파격적인 혜택을 드리도록 하죠.
Well, dog, I heard you like ads, so we put more ads in your ads. Let me know, Rampart. You do? Jesus Christ. We put AI in your ads. We call them AI. Wait a minute. Call them AIDS. Christ. I've apparently decided to start doing bicep curls during ad breaks because I don't feel like I have anything else to do, and it's weird to just sit here staring at chat, trying to think of something to say and not having anything to actually fucking say. So, there. Flipping off crypto ads. I don't know who here can still hear me. When in doubt, just start reading fan fiction on stream. No. Oh, terrible news. I'm considering writing things for Dispatch fanfic. Y'all could just kill me now, I think. I don't know if it's gonna ever be shown to anybody, but I'm thinking about it. I've thought about writing a lot of things, though, and then didn't. Who got you in a bad way? Who the fuck you think? All of them. Everybody except Coop, to be honest. And by everybody, I mean all the ladies. There is... Thinking, yeah, no, none of the dudes appeal to me in any way at all. Listen to your hypocritical ass, just right. So anyway, for fighting off the marauding chicken heads, we apparently get free chicken for life from the mutant eight-legged, six-armed chicken place. So, yeah, deal. Oh wait, no. Yeah, it is for Brody's Outfit Chickens.
시식용 치킨도 몇 개 준비해 왔습니다.
예?
Banjo personally distributed pieces of fried chicken that he suddenly had his hands on. The base thing with Punch Up is oddly sweet. Yeah, they're a cool duo.
혈통별로도 종류가 있으니 취향껏
Although I don't
골라보시고요.
think
혈통마다 자랑하는 부위의 맛이 다르고 향도 풍부하다고 하죠.
I don't think any of the like synergy pair-ups are really feel like romantic pairings to me. Maybe it's just because I'm gay-brained, but they just don't. They're good friends. They work together well, except for like Malevola's synergy with fucking Waterboy and Phenomenon, who she just kinds of works well with, but I don't think she really likes them as, you know, friends, I think. But Coop and Punch Up have a good dynamic and nice friendship feel. Flambe is gay, so he and Prism are just buds. Is he? I don't remember learning that at any point, so cool, I guess. Is that how the fuck do people learn that? When does that come up?
다른 맛은
The
미래를 위한
devs mentioned
기대감으로
it at some
남겨두는
point.
것은
Oh,
어떻습니까?
okay.
평생 이용권이 있다면 모두 해결될 고민일 텐데요.
Whatever they decide to do for a sequel, they need to have the MC not be Robert, so you can just have fun there. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they should do. I do know that I want Malevola and Prism. And Blazer and Invisigal.
어쩌시겠습니까?
Oops, not bad, but I don't really like feel anything particular for her. I feel like I could vibe with her, although I would find her like constant allusions to violence kind of annoying. This is the first time I've seen Cliff go quiet at someone's words.
그거 나쁘지 않은 의뢰군.
저기요, 우리는 황금 닭다리가 아니라 황금 가지를 찾는 게 목적 아니었어요? 언제부터?
Heathcliff knows how to be quiet, apparently.
못 들었어? 바삭한 닭을 평생 먹게 해준다잖아.
개수 제한은 없는 거지? 그냥 끝없이 주는 거지? 어? 포장도 되는 거고. 하, 이러고 있으니까
like they
옛날
could-
생각난다. 알 사람 있으려나 모르겠네. 햄햄팡팡에서 파는 갓튀긴 치킨도 진짜 맛있었는데.
I feel like they could do another 2 games where they could bring the choices from the first one forward and roll from there. But because unlike Mass Effect and Dragon Age, the game's a lot more tightly contained. And while the choices are there, they are significantly more limited. So I don't know, maybe. We'll see. It would kind of suck if he was just stuck behind a desk the whole time after getting his suit back or whatever. Or whatever else happens. But yeah.
난 알아. 어쩌다 돈이 생기는 날엔 조직원들이랑 외식하러 가기도 했지.
I don't know who they could replace him with.
빨리
As some other
말해주세요.
random shithead?
무슨 사칙이나 조항 같은 거 있을 거 아니에요.
Eh? You need a new dispatcher because Robert Dispatch is off elbow punching people again? Yeah. House was deep in thought by her lonesome.
그러죠. 의뢰를 수락하겠어요.
예?
This might also be the first time I've seen Ishmael taken aback to this extent.
아니 파우스트 씨, 혹시 정신이 잠깐 나가신 거예요?
이스마일, 아무리 그래도 말은 가렸어 좀.
글쎄요.
HR isn't
파우스트는
real.
대체로 정신이 나가 있는 편이니까.
오랜만에 다 같이 마음이 좀 통하네. 어?
Faust, are you serious? You're taking a request over free chicken?
정확히 말하자면 뒤틀림 현상의 해결이죠, 단테.
The distortion phenomenon?
뒤틀림이라 그게 뭔가요?
명확히 모르는 이들이 많을 겁니다. 도시 곳곳에서 발생하고 있지만 대중적으로 공표된 적은 없으니까요.
아,
통상적으로 인간이라 부를 수 없는 형태로 변하는 현상이라고 알고 있다. 원인은 불명, 형태도 제각각이었지.
So this is a known thing that happens. Where sometimes people just like become chicken heads or whatever the fuck. Or some other thing that's not right. And it just happens?
설명만 들어서는 모르겠네요. 환상제 같은 건가?
Yeah, what the fuck?
아니, 그들은 환상체랑은 다르게 알로 변하지 않는다. 완전히 숨이 끊어지기도 하지. 전에 몇 번 본 적도 있었다.
회사 내부에는 뒤틀림 현상 자문 해결사가 속해 있는 부서인 LCD가 존재해요. 작은 규모의 부서이긴 하지만 그만큼 눈여겨보고 있는 현상이라는 뜻이죠.
So the owner of Yunbong's has turned into the distortion thingy?
맞아요. 사람이 단순히 미쳐버린 것만으로는 생각들을 갑자기 진두지휘할 수는 없으니까요.
역시 그렇죠? 하우스트 씨가 잠깐 헷가닥 하신 줄 알고 제가 직접 나서서 정신을 차리게 해야 하나 싶었잖아요.
Damn it. Back.
왜 방금까지 메이스를 꽉 쥐고 있었던 거지, 이스마일.
They cut what? They cut that line from the Lord of the Rings movies and had Boromir say the walking to Mordor thing instead. Totally ruined the scene. I don't know about that.
옳소! 사상자가 생기기 전에 우리가 나서야지 않겠어? 저? 입에 소스 묻었다, 꼬맹이.
I watched as Rodeo wipe Don Quixote's mouth clean.
그럼 의뢰를 수락한 걸로 알고 연락을 기다리고 있겠습니다.
No. Chicken attack. Oh no. Oh no. I'm reminded of that fucking chicken attack song from a while ago.
여기서 살아남은 게 다 헛수고가 될 테니.
That was a good meme. How many fucking... There's 10 bits of this. There, I hope I don't...
불로 정화하고
Yeah.
깨끗한
Chicken
세계를
attack was
세우라.
funny though.
당신 짝패군요.
내가 봐주마.
3월
그 정도 각오로 그를 건드려.
빈틈투성이군. 스켈레터. 빠르게 처리하지.
코이코이. 우리는요?
I'm slowly learning that like about 75% of the paints I have left over from my last bout of actually being involved in Warhammer hobby are fucked, basically. They've got some usable pigment in them that can kind of be revived, but otherwise they've just kind of congealed into an unusable mess of shit.
빈틈투성이군.
And I don't know if that's fixable,
허술하군.
but like...
자비에 감사도.
If it is, I don't know.
좋아. 코이코이. 나가리
Ow.
다음.
Because I've like seen people to say put 91% isopropyl in them, to kind of dissolve the plastic from the acrylic paint back into a like thing, so that it and you shouldn't use water because it doesn't work or whatever. Makes the pigment split, but they're water based. So I don't, you know. Also, 91% isopropyl is some pretty solidly caustic stuff. So I don't know. I know not what to actually do. I can just go get more if I really want. I will, however, say that the whole ordeal I go through with transferring my newer paints and more functional ones into dropper bottles is pretty fucking rad, just because it's a lot easier to manage the amount of paint I'm mixing with other stuff if I want to mix stuff. Because, you know, comes out in a drop. This is fucking elevator music stuff out of nowhere. Now that I actually have a fucking funnel for the whole process, it's pretty good. Pretty solid and not rough at all. Yay. What are we supposed to do to resolve a distortion?
간단해요.
No, I have not tried replacing my head with chicken because no. Raw chicken is gross and I don't like touching it, even though I do when I have to cook it. So yeah. Gosh seemed to have a habit of prefacing her expositions with a disclaimer about their simplicity.
뒤틀림이 생긴 이의 마음을 열게 하면 될 겁니다. 경계를 풀고 스스로 마음을 내보일 수 있도록 말이죠.
What?
그렇군. 경갑고를 꺼내야 하나?
속을 직접 내보이는 방법이라. 그 방식도 흥미롭군요.
Does anybody see that fucking goddamn chicken back there on the store awning? Scrambling around there like a fucking head crab from Half-Life? First off, we probably shouldn't visit that Yunbong. We probably should visit that Yunbong's place and figure some things out.
생닭들이 돌아다니고 있어요.
You do be a Scotland, it's true.
위생에 좋지 않을 텐데.
There's another one right there. Climbing up the fucking, is that a light post? Yeah, I think it's a light post. Weird naked raccoon demons. They do have that vibe to them. They look like the things that were on those people's heads earlier. I don't know what they are, but we shouldn't get too close. Fortunately, I had forgotten that around 80% of the sinners valued my suggestions less than the cooing of a random pigeon on the roadside.
그래서 이 닭들을 족치면 그 집에서 치킨을 평생 먹을 수 있다는 거지?
귀엽군.
I get it. That one was slice them all bare. What? Ah, yes.
끄덕.
Provoked, the raw chickens leapt into the air.
히스클리프 씨!
Heathcliff's face was then devoured by one of them. You just didn't dodge or swing at it or anything? Started looking up sources for a paper, and the first thing that turned up was a paper about Reddit. What are you doing a paper on? Died as he lived, stupidly. I feel like he needs an Advil or an ibuprofen. Yeah, he might have a headache. Heathcliff? Heathcliff stood in silence with the raw chicken adorning his head. It was quite the sight, much to my terror.
전 지금 히스클리프 씨 쪽이 더 괜찮은 것 같은데요. 지성적으로 보이잖아요.
Well, Ishmael, rude.
어떻게 단테? 빨리 시계 돌려.
But then, science communication is your topic? Why are we on to company in the 25? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hello, Arsig. Welcome to the stream. We fighting the head chickens. Nothing would stop me from rewinding here, but the problem is, what if my head turns into a chicken while the clock's working?
그게 그거라뇨. 시계 대가리나 닭 대가리나 무슨 차이가 있다고 유난히.
What do you mean a chicken and a clock head are the same fucking? We'll show you. You're insane. It looked like Sinclair was the only one actually worried about Heathcliff.
히스클리프 씨.
Sinclair's a good boy like that.
괜찮으세요?
Yeah.
있지. 분리가 안 되면 이대로 우리 마스코트로 써먹어 보는 건
You would
어때?
like head from a chicken? Are we talking about a real chicken or like E6 to 1 chicken? Only one word of difference if you think about it. One letter. Fuck. I think it's 2. L-C-H-I-C-K. Yeah, it's 2 letters difference. If you replace the CH or the HI with an LO, then yeah. I think? Alright. Whatever. What's the deal with you and mascots anyway, Rhodia?
오! 저걸 보시오! 히스클리프 씨가 다른 닭들과 대화를 나누고 있어!
What the fuck?
수다쟁이가 되었네요, 히스클리프 씨.
I mean, he was already quite the chatterbox.
히스클리프 씨가
Not
대화를
like he was
얼굴에 씌워져 있는
quiet
저
one on the
달기.
team
히스클리프 씨의 몸을 빌려서 말하는
before he
것
got a
같군요.
chicken head. Oh, perhaps this makes him a cockhead.
나도
funny.
실수. 히스클리프 씨와 나중에 타오르는 석양의 해결사들 코스프레를 같이 하고 싶었단 말이오. 생닭머리를 해가지고선 그 코스튬을 해봤자 저대로는 비웃음만 당할 것이오.
To avoid the gathering crowd, we shoved Heathcliff into the exterior of Yunbong's bar and friars and followed behind him. Is that Don Lorenzo? Is Don Quixote?
이 닭대가리 도저히 못 봐주겠군. 정신이 바짝 돌아오도록 만들어주지.
Why didn't he hold her kids for her? I don't think so. Who the hell is Don Lorenzo? Otis grabbed the raw chicken on Heathcliff's head with one hand and began to slap it ruthlessly with her spare. Furiously.
타격 소리가 적군의 포로를 심문할 때의 세기와 유사했다.
Otis likes slapping things, does she?
정신 차릴 기색이 보이지 않는다. 어쩔 수 없겠어. 닭머리를 통째로 뽑아내겠다.
Fuck's sake.
그렇게 막 무 뽑듯이 뽑아도 되는 거야? 그러다가 얼굴 가죽이라도 벗겨지면 어떡해?
He'll be fine. We'll rewind it.
답답하군.
No,
설사
Otis,
얼굴
you
가죽이
choke a
벗겨져도
chicken, spanking it for
관리자님이
monkeys.
계시니까 괜찮은 거다.
She's got the order of operations all wound around wrong. No, seriously, it's really not fine for me, Otis, and I can't just, like, despite her opposition, Otis began jostling the chicken with all her might. I heard something tear. It didn't actually come off, did it? Huh.
정신이 드나?
이번에 왜 이상한 국물이?
Has he got fucking chicken juice in his mouth from that? Oh.
계속 이상한 말들을 중얼거리면서 닭들이랑 진지하게 대화를 나눴어. 기억나?
그러고 보니
Uh,
뭔가 대화가 머릿속에 들어왔던 것 같기도 한데 뭐라더라? 무슨 레시피를 잃어버렸다고 했는데
oh fuck,
손님을
he has
모이게
been
하는
salmonella,
비장의
doesn't he? He's gonna
요리법이었는데
die.
그게
Actually, does
없어진
salmonella
이후로는
kill you, or does it just suck really bad?
뚝 끊어서 그 후론 주인님이 갑자기 이상해지더니 우리들을 감염시키고
지금 닭들이랑 우리라고 한 거예요?
Oh no, Heathcliff has become a chicken.
젠장 아직까지도 닭도리들의 영향이
It sucks so hard it kills you? Ah, one of those diseases. Lovely.
쟤네 이름이 닭돌이었나요?
Oh, that the what? No. Terrible. If the distortion happened because he lost his recipe, then maybe we can somehow recreate it for him?
얼추 근접한 답안에 도달해낸 것 같군요. 뒤틀림에 대해 밝혀진 건 많이 없지만
Jail for G-Force. Yeah. Returning a dead meme to life. Fucking imprison him for the crime of necromancy. Sounds like it just pivoted away from good and evil because that version would get too long for you to bother?
가령 홍로 씨가 도시를 살아가면서 절대 변하지 않을 거라고 확신했던 믿음이 있었을 거예요. 혹은 삶을 지탱하고 있던 희망이라 불리는 무언가가 있었을 수도 있겠죠. 그게 한순간에 무너졌다면 나를 놓아버리게 될 정도로 커다란 충격을 받는다면 마음이 허물어지겠죠.
뭐 그럴 수도 있겠네요.
뭐 잘난 도련님 인생에서 일어난 대단한 충격이라 봤자 용돈 뺏기는 거 아니겠어?
Ah, the good old evil dictator imprisonment instead of being burned at the stake by their subjects alternative.
용돈은 받은 적도 없었던걸요? 원할 때마다 쓸 수 있었는데 굳이 받을 필요는 없잖아요.
뭐야? 그럼 뭐였는데?
알고 있다고 생각했는데 지금은 떠오르지 않네요.
즉 정리를
Sounds like you got
해드리자면
something that traumatized the shit out of you, Honglu. And so you can't elaborate on what it is that they would be talking about.
뒤틀림은 발생자만 알 수 있는 원인 모를 심리적 충격으로 인해 벌어진 현상.
Deeply personal psychological shock. Okay. So when somebody has a mental break that like shatters their worldview entirely, they can just kind of turn into a monster? Am I getting that right? Is everybody else feeling like that's a correct understanding of this?
단단히 마음의 벽을 쌓아올린 상태라고 말할 수 있죠. 이 벽을 뒤틀림이 원하는 방식을 통해서 허물어야 합니다.
Bumped my shin. Now I gotta turn people into tibias. Real talk, completely irrelevant. Anybody else think that the Elcor were actually really cool in Mass Effect instead of just kind of like a comedic side joke thing?
여기서 뒤틀림이 원하는 방식이라 한다면 당뇨리겠군 그래.
Gregor took a confident step forward after saying that.
전쟁통에서 남은 음식을 모아 전우들에게 통조림을 이용한 요리를 해준 적이 많았지.
They were pretty rad. They're cool concept for a race.
트라우마에 시달리던 군인들도 전부 감동의
Species, I
눈물을 다
suppose.
같이 퍼먹었어. 방금 누가 콧김 소리를 냈던 것 같은데.
웃기는군. 벌털 주제에 어디서 요리를 운운하는 거지? 니는 차라리 그 집게로 햄버거
Wow,
패티나 굽는
Yoshu,
편이
what the
낫겠고.
fuck? Don't be racist.
와, 그레고르 씨가 가게를 차린다면 집게 사장이 되는 거네요?
요슈, 그거 벌레 털보라는 뜻이었지. 아이, 그래도 뭔가 집게 사장이라는 호칭은 마음에 드는군. 아이, 갑자기 머리가.
요리는 말이지. 혀. 그리고 거미 시키는 대로 하는 것이다. 전쟁통에서 마구잡이로 해먹은 음식을 진정 요리라고 부를 가치가 있는가?
No, Gregor is the giant enemy crab for the people we're fighting. He's our giant crab, though.
오, 방금 명대사 나왔어.
Do they do like April Fool's ids for the characters? Because just making Greg into a giant crab would be funny.
심지어 요슈 씨가 줄여 말하지도 않았어요.
Joke ids would be silly fun. Large allied crustacean. Or lac.
있어 보이는 말이긴 하지만 저자한테서 들으니까 기분이 거시기하군. 아니 그런데 요리는 해본 적이 있나, 료슈?
당연. 시답지 않은 니놈이 상상조차 할 수 없는 경지의 요리를 해봤지.
아니, 점점 열받네.
그럼 나는 료슈 편.
아니 갑자기 편을 나누는 이유는 뭐지?
What the fuck is going on?
재밌잖아.
그리고 자연스럽게 료슈 편에 선 이유는?
그래.
Are we having a chicken cook-off? Is that what's going on here?
오늘만큼은 벽을 좀 더 보자고.
What are you idiots doing? Heathcliff, having shaken off the dizziness, walked to Gregor's side.
그러니까 저 자식을 박살내면 이긴다.
Oh no.
이거지?
Marvel Civil War .meme.
아니 박살내는 게 아니라
설마 부하들에게 통조림을 먹였다는
Who's Captain America and who's Iron Man?
참고로 난 즉석식품파다.
그냥 입맛이 다른 거
The answer is neither of them, but shoehorn them into the categories regardless.
유치하네요 정말. 이런 걸로 편가르기나 하고 싶어요.
그래서 이수는 어느 쪽이야? 만약에 수감자 음식 담당자를 그렉이나 류슈 중에 꼭 한 명 선택해야 한다면 말이야.
수작 부리지 마. 이스마일 저 친구는 초반부터 나랑 생각이 좀 통했던 사이라고.
In spite of Gregor's confidence, Ishmael's face and posture betrayed a sense of awkwardness.
그레고르 씨의 통조림 음식은 소시적에 배 위에서 지긋지긋하게 많이 먹어서요.
왜 눈을 못 마주치는 거야, 이스마일? 어?
Ishmael took a few sluggish steps backward to stand next to Ryoshu. Hi, Omni. Welcome to the shit show. It's significantly less traumatizing than the last thing we did, but this is an experience. Her eyes never looked up to meet Gregor. Even though there wasn't much rapport to begin with, I could hear what little trusting bond existed between the two fall apart. Last time set a high bar, though? It did. Don Quixote had glued herself to Gregor's back before I noticed. Her face was off color.
사실 이전에 버스에서 닭꼬치를 먹을 때 나 보고 말았어. 저자가 무슨 짓을 했는지.
Punished Greg too. Electric Grillaroo.
닭꼬치 뭘 했는데?
그거는 참아 입에 담을 수조차 없어.
You can't say what Ryoshu did to the fucking chicken skewer?
아, 이런. 그걸 보고만 건가? 닭꼬치의 궁극적인 맛을 내기 위한 나만의 비법이었지.
Yeah. Don Quixote shuddered violently. Soon enough, Hong Lu went to Gregor's side with a sparkle in his eyes.
살면서 애완동물 사료 같은 음식들도 한 번쯤은 먹어봐야 하지 않겠어요? 전 그레고르 씨를 응원할게요.
When they switched to the static art for these little splash screen bits in the middle of the story, everybody looks so fucking oddly cute. They get a lot more anime. Except Heathcliff, he's always a shithead.
그래.
Man,
참 고마워.
these motherfuckers ain't as nobody out here is actually on fucking Greg's side because they believe in him. Don Quixote is out here because she thinks Ryoshu committed an unspeakable crime. Hong Lu's just wants to try pet food apparently, and I think Heathcliff's here because why the fuck even is he on Greg's side? Hong Lu stood behind Gregor wearing a kind smile on his face.
파우스트, 당신이야말로 누구보다 합리적인 선택을 할 수 있겠지?
글쎄요. 파우스트는 종종 모험을 즐기기도 하죠.
With that profound remark, Faust took her place behind Ryoshu.
이해가 안 돼요. 왜 이렇게
Heathcliff is here because he
저희끼리
hates
편을 나누는
Ryoshu.
거예요?
I see. Ah, Sinclair.
어이, 그태 말 늦이다. 살아남을 길을 고르든가 아니면 꺼져.
그딴 태평한 말을 하기에는 늦었다는 건가요? 그럼
God damn it. Sinclair, you might be linked to Ryoshu at a spiritual level at this point. His ruthless smirk made Sinclair trudge to her side.
아니, 협박으로 데려가는 게 어디 있어? 반칙이잖아.
Yeah, that ain't cool. I ask again, who is the Captain America and who is the Iron Man in this civil war?
나는 선택하지 않겠소. 그대들에게 겸허히 골라지겠소.
저건 필요 없어. 가져.
They're all Ant-Man. Yi-Song was placed on Gregor's team without him moving a muscle. Lastly, Merceau quietly stood behind Gregor.
메르소? 아, 사실 좀 감동받았어. 비록 우리가 평소에 많은 대화를 나누지
I don't know why
못했지만
Merceau is over here.
이렇게 먼저 다가오셔서
I'm
난
worried.
그저 적은 인원수가 있는 곳으로 가는 편이 올바른 균형이라고 생각했다.
Only done so because joining the team with a few members would set the balance right? God damn it. Some will proclaim that they saw tears well up in Greg's eyes at that moment. But the team decided we entered the kitchen of Yunbong's looking for a suitable place to cook. Kind of what I figured you'd say. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be something like that. It had become a long-neglected mess with traces of foul rampage. However, Yoshu and Gregor kicked stray plates and utensils out of their way like it was none of their business and then took their spots. Hang on, are we allowed to do all this in someone else's restaurant?
망측식 따위 알게 뭐야.
어차피 망하기 직전의 식당이라고요?
그래, 우리는 뒤틀림을 해결하는 게 목표라며.
An angered flock of chickens fluttered to intimidate the sudden intruders, but much to their dismay,
방해하면 다 베어버린다.
you guys look more in sync now. Jesus. God, they really just do look like off-brand head crabs. Oh, this is the pick specific targets thing? Nah, fuck that.
당신 짝패군요. 좋아, 코이코이. 당신 짝패군요.
Greg does not deserve this disrespect.
내가 봐주마.
빈틈 투성이군. 스틸레터. 허술하군. 자비에 감사하도록.
좋아, 코이코이.
움직임이 어설퍼요. 다 죽어라.
You'd think Sinclair would be the butt monkey of the group, but it's actually mostly Greg, it seems? Yeah, they definitely did subvert expectations with that a little bit there, so that's something. I don't know. I don't think Greg deserves it. He doesn't have butt monkey vibins, but one second. Ryoshu and Gregor radiated a burning viciousness. Is this murderous aura supposed to be part of the culinary experience?
그딴 레시피 따위. 어차피 깡통 요리 중 하나 아닌가?
생존 요리를 이길 레시피는 없지.
어이 노랭이, 닭 가져와.
네? 네.
이상 씨, 미안하지만 이 통조림을 좀 따주겠어?
그리하겠어.
The sights and sounds filling the kitchen seemed at least somewhat proper. I can hear knives hitting the cutting boards, broth boiling up in pots. He's on the battlefield. Why are they giving him shit for using canned food? He's not on the battlefield now, I guess. And fire sizzling on cigarettes. Huh? Why do I hear smoking in the kitchen? Who remained silent? Because they smoke. Of course, as expected, the sound of a cigarette being snuffed out only came from Gregor's side. Yeah, Ryoshu doesn't give a fuck. That was expected.
당연한 결과죠. 저는
How
선택받았으니까.
do you hear I mean,
그렇겠죠?
there is a sound to it. It's not like loud, but
몸을 풀어두죠.
maybe they lit their cigs. In the middle of stuff? I don't know. Really, just honestly, I'm unsure.
아파주마.
다 죽어라.
여기가 이 약점이네.
그 삶에 마침표를.
우리는
Chicken head crab dance. Yeah, look at them. They're vibing. Look at them go.
타겟 포착.
They're grooving a little bit, but they're also getting the shit cut up.
타겟
Look at them schmoving. They schmove their way onto the battlefield and then get their asses kicked.
좋아. 코이코이.
I am not overpowered. Clearly.
불길 속으로.
Am I actually losing health? Yeah, a little
타겟
bit.
포착.
빈틈 투성이군. 스켈레터. 허술하군.
다 죽어라.
God, this kitchen does not look like a place I would want to eat anything that came out of it. It looks like it's from a fucking horror game.
이렇게나 밑점빼는 놈들이 한가득일 줄이야.
You know, like if Resident Evil 7 took place in a fried chicken restaurant, I guess. I stared at Gregor's dish for a good while. What, what's this, Greg?
밀리터리 서바이벌 음식이랄까?
Where did you get the hat? Do they really eat this in the military?
관리자 양반. 아이 기억 잃었다고 하지 않았어? 언제부터 음식에 대해 그렇게 섬세하게 평가했나?
Perfectly sanitary if you ignore the grime. How can you ignore the grime? It's 100% grime. Gregor lost his usual calm demeanor and suddenly snapped at me. He looked at Ryoshu's serving next. Oh, like I was looking at a brand new work of art. As in, I had no idea what it was supposed to be. Ryoshu, just to make sure, you didn't mistake our objective with assassinating the distorted restaurant owner, did you?
닥치.
닥쳐. 시계라네요.
He wants to shut the clock up.
Leon Rescuers released the KF and C viruses. We have to stop him before they combine. We can't fight the bio chicken.
Chris, what's the difference between a bio chicken and a regular?
Shut up!
Heathcliff and Marcel had caught the owner of Yunbong's and put him in a seat in the meantime. We started by feeding him Ryoshu's cooking. This motherfucker's got more mutation. You know, honestly, he could just be a regular. He could just be a marauder from Warhammer Online. They had a weird mouth arm thing too.
뒤틀림의 언어는 해석하기 어렵군요. 반복되는 패턴과 음료를 기반으로 연구해본다면
Him, the monster
70
Colonel
시간 이상
Sanders
소요할
hunts.
거예요.
네? 그때 동안 여기서
Quick, get a
치킨을
screenshot
찍을
and send
수는
it
없어요.
to fucking the one guy we all know. Wait, I think I can hear his voice in my head?
흥미롭군요. 지금까지 모은 황금 가지와 단테 씨 머리와
He must know.
영향일 수도 있고.
Must be informed. I think I just heard a staggering statement, but the owner's cries are too distracting. The motherfucker got 2 knives in him. And it's just a sack full of chicken in his back.
저자가 뭐라고 하는 거지?
Funeral procession in my mouth. Clocks are famous for their ability to speak chicken-based chaos spawn. Of course. Who else would be able to speak chicken-based chaos spawn? Kentucky makes RE7 style hillbilly zombies. Fried causes orange growths all over the body that function like armor, and chicken virus gives you claws. So we're looking at bread armored, chicken clawed hillbillies. I feel like that would be less offensive than whatever the fuck they did in 4. Or is it 5? The one with the Las Plagas virus or whatever the hell it was. The one with what's her ass? Literally the only black woman in the whole series, I think. Kesha? No, not Kesha. What the fuck was her name? Kesha is an entirely different person. I think. Sheva. Thank you. Jesus. I got the middle syllable right, and technically the last sound, but the rest of it was fucking wrong. Is your cooking theme Poultry Apocalypse, he asks?
좋아.
Yeah, that one.
그 시계를 몸통과 분리해주겠어.
That game was questionable and vaguely offensive. And I feel like this would be less questionable and still vaguely offensive, but still, you know, I feel like everybody from the area would find it funny. Kind of offensive, you know? I was just relaying his review. Fuck you, Ryoshu. Can't take a goddamn piece of criticism, you bitch.
사이좋게 보내주마.
참안했군 요슈. 자신감 넘치는 그 태도는 좋았지만 이 숙련된 경험을 따라잡지는 못하지.
You didn't do any fucking better, Greg.
자자, 내 차례군. 입 크게 벌리시게나.
Oh wait, he hasn't even tried yet.
이번에야말로 마음을 열고 있는 건가?
He's wondering if it was sludged up from the food waste dumpsters outside. Looks like both your dishes failed. The owner and his chickens came at us with growls, as if to express their master's anger in full. Well, time for another chicken fight. Y'all both fucked it up. Who's gonna save us? Why did we break out the goddamn disco all of a sudden? Not that it's bad, but like little out of nowhere.
허술하군. 자비에 감사도.
No one's ready for disco fried chicken. It's too funky to withstand. I don't know. I think the Emperor could withstand it. You know, the Emperor of China. The Emperor of Alchemist Diaries, China. Oh, look at him. He's dancing. Look at him go! Why he grooving like that though? Okay.
빠르게 처리하지.
Funny noises. Well, shit, she's staggered. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're actually gonna have to try, I think. How's your sanity looking, Sinclair? Took some hits, huh? Favored. They're all one. Okay, you know what? Actually, hit the back thing. Have Merceau trade his shit in. The power of gun compels you to fuck off. Guitar Kai returns, inflamed and grilling a chicken on his own guitar.
Metal Kill Chicken.
Oh, poor Sinclair. Oh, right. There's a motherfucker. All right. What if got you with a gun?
타겟 포착. 1시 방향. 다 죽어라.
The chicken dodged the gunfire. Oh my god. Ah, just as expected of an Asian property. The gunfire was not powerful enough for the chicken, but the sword cannot be denied.
이 숫자는 뭐야?
5의 기회 중 2를 소비하였다. 이런 뜻이 아닐까 하오만.
I guess each team can prepare another dish then. How's that sound? Just like that. Thus began Limbus Company's petite cooking competition.
자, 역할군을 한 명씩 정해보지. 어차피 실패할 거죠. 홍루 씨는 혹시 뭐 부엌에 들어가 본 적은 있나?
Has Honglu seen a kitchen?
제 방엔 부엌이라는 게 따로 없었어요. 어렸을 땐 간식 얻어 먹으려고 집
그다음 이상 씨.
며칠 전에 다 같이
does Don
유통기한
Quixote have
지난
chicken
우유 먹고
experience?
혼자만 얼굴 멀쩡했던 놈 아니야?
Kitchen experience even?
폐까지 스며드는 센슈얼한 냄새였어.
돈키호테. 아까부터 목 상태가 안 좋은.
내게 맡겨보는 것은 어떻소?
She said this with a bashful expression, her hands behind her back. Why?
돈키호테.
This is
이거 꼬맹이들 장난할 시간 아니야.
This is the only time that she's ever been not confident about a thing.
꼬맹이 아니요. 그리고 저쪽 팀에서는 싱클레어 군한테도 요리 시켜주는데 왜 여기는 안 시켜주는 것이오?
달기 너무 들쑥날쑥하게 잘렸다. 반듯하게 잘라야지. 허리.
네. 꼬맹이, 이건 너무 삼삼한 거 아니야? 난 좀 더 달짝지근하게 했으면 좋겠어.
Yes, Yisung is a freak, and we should at least not ask his opinion on culinary matters again.
달게요? 설탕이 어디 있더라?
파우스트가 보았을 땐 불세기를 더 강하게 해야 한다는 판단이 드는군요.
저건 안 돼. 칼 쓰는 솜씨부터가 글러먹었어.
다들 그러지 말고 직접 거들지 그래요.
확실히 싱클리어 정도면 믿을만 할 것 같네. 도련님 입맛이 적당히 까다로울 거고.
Keep in peace, Sinclair. Yeah, he's having a rough time,
잠깐.
as
왜
always.
나한텐 아무도 요리해보란 말을 안 하냐? 잘 봐, 내가 계란 정도는. 안돼, 젠장! 프라이팬이 왜 달궈져 있는 거야? 뜨거.
Everyone watched as the pan Heathcliff threw hit a wall and broke into pieces.
이 식당 최소 140여일은 청소하지 않은 것 같은 곰팡이 냄새와 잡내가 난다. 차라리 밖에서 요리를 하는 게 위생상 더 안전할 수도 있다.
나도 시켜주시오. 요리.
How dare you mess up our kitchen? You'll reckon with our wrath for your foul deed. It just felt like that's what it was saying. Fuck.
당연한 결과죠. 저는
This whole thing is
선택받았으니까.
deeply stupid.
그렇겠죠?
몸을 풀어두죠.
I need a level, please.
빠르게 처리하지.
그 오물을 떼어내주지.
빈틈 투성이군.
스틸레터.
Things are definitely getting actually harder. Not hard enough to actually matter.
빠르게 처리하지.
Not hard enough that I actually have to try personally. Not really yet. The boss kind of, but everything else not so much. Means that if Canto 4 is actually after this, then I can see that being the one that does cause me issues.
여기가 이 약점인가?
Chicken in a chef hat? Wait, was there one? You were right. Look at him. Head chicken, aka Bongy. They're all head chicken, aka Bongy. But still, amazing. Such power indeed. Hold on, I need a screenshot of this little fucker. Here, G-Force, have it. For now, I guess.
불길 속으로.
For that indeed. They're all so weird looking. What are the green stuff they have on them? Is it just seasoning and broth or whatever? Instead of blood? What the fuck is that? Is it sauce and green? I don't, you know what? It doesn't matter. Kill him.
빠르게 처리하지. 여기가 네 약점인가?
It just doesn't matter. Kill the motherfuckers.
목표로.
Stop not using your fucking appropriate card, damn it.
당신
This is the correct color card, Ishmael, you clown. Fucking AI. You know nothing.
당신 짝패군요.
빈틈 투성이군.
웨이랩이랑 보호수당에서 사용한 탄환값을 빼면 아, 오늘은 제 사비로 손해를 메울 필요가 없네요.
What a tune.
마지막까지 발버둥 칠 수밖에.
Can anyone tell me what this food is meant to be?
단순하오.
Oh no, we've got Don Quixote's dumbass music out.
관리자나리 초콜릿이라는 거 참 맛있지 않소? 그리고 난 감자가 싫기 때문에 비슷해 보이는 오렌지를 대신 넣었어.
You know, when I first read that, I thought it said I used organs as a substitute for potatoes. And I thought, wow, girl, that's fucking weird. I guess you could kind of maybe make some kind of savory thing out of organ meats that might, like, be not the same, but kind of like a nice dish that has the same, like, feeling? Overall vibe? I guess? But no, it says oranges. Which makes even less fucking sense.
뭐? 누구 마음대로 감자를 빼냐? 이거 어이없는 새끼네.
Also, Don Quixote has lost a lot of respect. Not all of my respect, but like a lot of my respect, because she may not like potatoes, but she is willing to do bafflingly stupid things in the name of protecting the downtrodden. So like, I can forgive some things, but my opinion of her is definitely lowered by the lack of enjoyment of the glorious spud. Okay, but why is the chicken so brutally torn to bits?
우리 동네에서는 손으로 닭을 쭉쭉 찢어 먹곤 하였지. 참 별미가 아닐 수 없어.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Yi-san? What's this black thing? Why is a lump of coal in the pan?
이거 가만 보니까 입도 없는 놈이 트심만 잡네. 너 이거 먹어볼 줄이나 아냐?
Chickens rushed at us under the distorted restaurant under short yet decisive order.
당신 짝패군요.
여기가 빈틈 투성이군.
Christ.
움직임이 어설퍼요.
좋아, 코이코이.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
빈틈 투성이군. 스켈레토.
You hope they never go into Yi-san's backstory, so it's just a baffling fuck we have no explanation for. Unfortunately, I believe they will. I don't know when, but I believe Maria mentioned that there is specifically a point where his like localization for his puns get better because he's always in the original translations. He's always speaking in plays on words and shit. So garbage out of 10 trash game. So they explain the baffling weird guy and they make short insane girl not like potatoes. Why would they do these things? Doesn't make any fucking sense.
타겟 포착. 덩치다.
It turns out the chicken is not mightier than the sword in this circumstance. Oh fuck! They paralyzed him and he still countered? Wild. Truly. Truly, Marcel has wild powers that defy explanation.
타겟 포착. 한시 방향.
자세가 무너지네. 자비에 감사하도록.
The fuck?
아니, 이게 어떻게 된 일이오? 먹지도 않았는데 숫자가 깎여버리지 않았어.
He says it's not even worth evaluating since what you said of it scared away his appetite.
주인이 뱉었던 음절수에 비해 너무 해석이 길지 않나?
물소, 철회해 주시오.
Hold it, let me ask you guys this first. Have any of you even tasted this thing? You can't just feed other things you haven't even tried yourselves. You're trying to please we're trying to please someone here. Come the jeez, you fucking idiots. He called in dead to work and still showed up.
누가 먹어볼래?
Pretty tenacious of him, you know. Tension was thicker than when we were preparing for battle.
나를 그런 눈으로 보지 마시오.
이 한 몸 희생해서 세상의 비틀림을 돌려놓을 수만 있다면.
Don Quixote shut her eyes tight.
젠장 답답하네. 아무나 좀 먹어보란 말이야.
Heathcliff grabbed a lump out of the serving and shoved it into the nearest person's mouth. It was... oh no. Rousseau stood completely still at the unexpected taste test. Can't kill him on the spot?
이번에 본인은 정말 아무 짓도 하지 않았어. 베르길리우스 나리가 혹여나 책임을 묻는다면.
Even is Don covered in ketchup, or is that fry grease or blood on her work shirt there, and her like collar and stuff? What the fuck is going on? Yes, I see. I suppose it would be all of those things. No. I wanted to get a better look at Ishmael's face in the back there. Merceau turned to Heathcliff very slowly.
전반적으로 간이 잘못되었다. 닭고기를 적절하게 익히지 못하여 비린내와 잡내를 잡는 것에 실패했고 소스는 지나치게 걸쭉해서 깊은 맛이 나지 않는다. 닭고기를 너무 들쭉날쭉히 도막냄으로써 사용자의 입맛을 돋구지 못한다.
Fucking Sanana, we have not seen that in a long time. That or she's contracted the fry virus? I don't know if a virus could be stupid enough to infect her. Hey, what's up, Joy Boy? Guys, I think we should have Merceau cooking the fucking chicken.
뭐 이거 미쳤어? 말 다 했냐?
아니, 끝이 아니다. 간조합이 너무나 엉망진창. 그걸 먹은 내 입도 진창. 당신은 설탕이 부족하다고 버터 2스푼 반을 잘라 담고 허나 내 입 못 버텨.
He got it to rhyme at the end too. Oh god.
이상, 당신은 이름값을 하는 건지 이상한 음식을 이상하게 만드는 건 내 일을 상하게 할 이상인가? 내 이야기는 여기까지. 이상.
변명의 여지가 없군.
잠깐, 저 모이씨인 거 아니야?
보통의 사람들은 자세히 이야기할수록 핵심을 받아들이지 못하더군.
Got pizza for dinner? Nice. Burger. You love me, burger.
지금까진 구태여 길게 이야기하지 않으려 한 것이다. 그리고
그럼 이번에는 메르소 씨가 요리를 하시면 되겠네요.
Honglu swiftly made a suggestion with a shower of claps to break the frigid tension before his turn to be condemned came around.
저희가 물심양면으로 도와드릴게요.
나는 조수를 두는 걸 선호하는 편이 아니다.
걱정 마시오. 실망시키지 않겠어.
What does Salil mean again? I've heard the word before, and I must admit, I don't fucking know what it's about. Don Quixote bravely exclaimed, rolling up her sleeves.
요리는 내 전문 분야가 아니지만 뜻이 그렇다면 기꺼이 해보겠다.
Let's have a look at Ryoshu's team then. While there was a spectacle occurring on Gregor's team, the air had grown tense among Ryoshu's crew.
하지만 대체 짜면서도 싱거워야 하고 너무 달진 않아야 하지만 달콤해야 하고 너무 익혀서는 안 되지만 적당히 탄 음식은 대체 어떻게 만들어야 하는 건데요?
And Claire yelled, throwing the apron he had been wearing to the floor.
못
Poor
참겠어요.
boy.
차라리 이스마엘 씨가 말한 것처럼 히스클리프 씨와 팔씨름에서 이기는 게 더 쉬울지도 모르겠네요.
그건 그냥 농담으로.
Too many fucking cooks. I'm surprised Sinclair hasn't gone mad and just started beating people to death. We know the violence is in his soul.
조용히 해요. 다 똑같으니까.
고작 그 정도의 충고에도 징징거리는 꼴이라니. 나약하고 한심하고.
그렇게 자신 있으시면 오티스 씨가 직접 해보는 게 어떠세요?
As courageous as his rebuttal was, his eyes were shut tight.
어쩔 수 없고. 비켜서라 패잔병들. 결국 이 몸이 나서야 하는 것인가.
In a series of turbulent events I didn't fully catch, Merceau took up Gregor's culinary antennae and took Blanche. The kitchen grew busy as Gregor's sinners moved according to Merceau's order.
메르소군! 이것 보시오! 귀엽게 별 모양으로 깎아봐!
감자는 정사각형으로 반드시 잘라야 한다. 골고루 익혀야 하기 때문이다.
거치마!
정사각형 5cm.
Merceau looked more charismatic than ever with the mantle of head chef upon his shoulders.
이게 뭐야? 닭 요리가 거기서 거기겠지. 그 잃어버린 레시피라는 것도 알고 보면 뭐 정성 한 스푼, 노력 3스푼 반 이런 거 아니었을까?
아, 감자는 이렇게 요리하는 것이었군요.
설마 바삭하게 구워진 채로 수확되는 거라고 생각했냐?
You have no idea what's going on, but you left your laptop on lurk mode for viewership while you went to get a Philly cheesesteak. Are you winning, daughter? I think everybody involved currently is losing. We're having a chicken cook-off in the grimiest kitchen you've ever seen. That probably would not be out of place in a horror game, because the owner of the original owner of this restaurant lost his chicken recipe and had a mental break so bad that he turned into a mutant chicken monster and started attacking people and turning other people into mutant chicken monsters by sending like weird chicken half-mouthed head crab things at people. So, no. We're not winning. Nobody is. Everybody's losing.
아, 저를 바보 취급하시는군요.
Sounds like something that would happen in an anime. I mean,
때가 되면 무르익은 감자 열매가 나무에서 떨어지는 것
oh my
정도는
god,
알고 있어요.
Hongo. You know, it annoys me because I know there are people who are actually like this in the real world. Not entirely true. The Colonel is winning. The Colonel always wins. I don't know. I feel like Popeye could beat the shit out of the Colonel, but that's just my opinion. Hold on. DM real quick.
농담이에요, 히스클리프 씨.
Hydrate? Very well.
어? 왜 갑자기 다지기용 방망이를 들고?
감자의 말갛게 꽃이 피었어. 아, 이런 척박한 환경에
Yeah, the store brand
결국
Dr. Pepper stuff
봉우리는
ain't bad.
튀는구나.
Still definitely not Dr. Pepper, but it's not bad.
독이 있다는 신호이니 당장 분질러 버려야 한다. 돈키호테.
Yeah, the kitchen
앞서.
looks fucking gross as hell.
알겠네.
아니래요. 탄 것은 탄 것대로 의미가 있어. 사실 탔다는 것은 인간들이 정의하는 허구의
It's,
개념일 뿐이고 그 본질은 변한 것이 아닐지도
We've
몰라.
determined that there should be a Resident Evil game set in this kitchen involving the viruses K, F, and C. It doesn't help there's seemingly only one or two sources of light that aren't at all adequate for the job. Yeah. There's a shitty overhead light that may actually just be a sunroof. And then there's that light over top of the stove over there, and that's for like the smoke hood or whatever. And that's all we got, I
고온에
think.
장시간 노출이 되어 겉표면이 일정색 이상 변질되었고 매캐한 냄새가 나는 걸 타는 것이라고 한다. 그리고 이것은 안까지 탔고 장기적인 섭취를 할 경우 몸에 부정 반응을 일으킬 수 있으므로
Long-term
버려야
consumption of burnt food can negatively impact the body. Can it? I was unaware of that. I didn't think it was like good for you, but I didn't think it was actively bad. Is consumption of carbon? According to Mr. Armor Gauntlet there, the kitchen has not been cleaned or serviced or anything in roughly 140 days because of the mold and other stuff. Heathcliff was peeling ingredients at a surprisingly brisk pace.
말 걸지 마. 집중력 깨지니까.
Look, if you, I know the vibe of the kitchen you're talking about, and I feel like the two people we had starting out as the heads of the teams in this place had the correct vibe because they're angry, cigarette-smoking shitheads. But unfortunately, they both sucked and are stupid and bad at cooking, and the kitchen is grosser than it should be, even for that vibe.
칼 따위는 사치야.
To be honest, I looked back there in this little spot back here, and that sack of potatoes, when I first saw it, I thought it was a pile of fucking mushrooms growing out of the floor. And I was like, yeah, that fits, which is a bad sign.
합격이다. 비스듬한 방향으로 깎은 것에 노련미가 보인다는 점에서 가산.
똑바로 보도록. 재료는 골고루 넣어야 한다. 편식이나 해대니까 키가 안 자라는 거다.
전 아직 성장기란 말이에요.
Can you Sinclair? How fucking old are you? If you're older than like 16 or 17, you aren't getting taller.
그리고 영양을 불균형하게 섭취하니까 머리가 그렇게 하얗게 새는 거지.
파우스트는 원래
손이 그렇게 거칠어지게 된 것도 다 편식 때문에 그런 거다.
He's 53? Well, fuck. He's done.
네? 이건 오랜 뱃일 때문에 그런 거예요.
오티스 씨, 나는 어때?
정신없게 소리 지르지 마라. 경박스럽다.
Damn, I wanted to know what was apparently wrong with Rhodia. Apparently the thing that's wrong with Rhodian is that she's an extrovert.
구독장째로 의뢰를 냈다 싶더니 이렇게나 밑장 빼는 놈들이 한가득일 줄이야. 아, 한 달은 의뢰 없이 놀아도 되겠는데요? 사무소 노놨네.
A crippling condition. It can be quite nasty. I've been told. What new thing can I get for him? Oh right, I got another ego. Oh, it uses flower burying thing. Sinclair's looking a little rough there, isn't he? He's I mean the robe is kind of drippy, but he's looking kind of bug-ish. Do not take that with Enclair? What? Why not? What's wrong with the passives? Ah. I see. You're right.
몸을 풀어두죠.
Corrosion? Why would corrosion? What? What? Negative SP will transform him into a team-killing ego spammer. I'm confused. Ryosho corrosion from the tutorial? Yeah.
빠르게 처리하지.
But that was an intentional thing to do, wasn't it?
움직임이 어설퍼요.
I thought I had to intentionally activate the corrosion.
좋아. 코이.
Yes and no?
그 정도 각오로 우리 식구를 건드렸네.
Are you still red? Yeah. You know what? No. I don't know what bullshit you were on. Were you attacking? That shit? No. The win rate is so dumb. If you hit minus 45 SP, it will auto-corrode and use it automatically. What if I just don't hit minus 45 SP? Because I'm not supposed to go that low anyway, since it, like, stuns you. You're supposed to be negative when Sinclair, but not negative 45. Oh, wait, no. That one. Yeah.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
그 오물을 떼어내주지.
다 죽어라.
좋아. 코이.
Also, hi Maria. We're not in the difficulty spike area yet, right?
빈틈투성이군.
But sorry, was sneezing your lungs out. First of all, gross. Hope you stop doing that, because Cat chicken. They have returned. We haven't hit the difficulty spike part of the game yet, right? That was the question.
타겟 포착 1시 반.
Oh, not yet? Okay.
그 삶의 마침표를.
Go Sinclair, destroy the chicken.
불길 속으로 다 죽어라. 당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠?
Wait, are we... We're 8 out of 10. Okay, so we got 2 more stages on this. God, I feel like I'm running out of juice already. I did not sleep well last night. I'll be real with y'all.
발버둥 칠 수밖에.
Don't know what I stayed. I don't even remember what I stayed up too late doing. Ugh, but it was something. You know, we only have 2 chances left, right, guys? How about we start with Merceau's, made by following the formula to a T. Prepared with pinpoint precision, Merceau's dish looked like a picture in a cookbook come to life. Right, we have something that looks like an actual serving, so that's a good start. After having a taste of Merceau's work, the restaurant owner quietly savored it, contemplating for a while. Hold on, I need to get a screenshot of this disgusting motherfucker. And send it to a particular individual who will then maybe, I don't know, something. We're fighting chickens? Yeah. I don't think that's what I was doing. I had to ruminate on this dish for a long time. It was an excellent serving in all tangible ways. The smell, the taste, the presentation, yet I felt that it was still missing something I couldn't quite describe with words. And that was professionalism as a cook, an ironic smidgen of blemish within perfection. Hey, Raven, unfortunately you can't leave because laptop, but hope the rest of your stream goes well. It should. I'm not sure I'm gonna last for much longer, to be honest. Been yawning pretty a lot lately. That is why this dish cannot get a pass, unfortunately.
갑자기 품격 있는 심사위원장이 된 것 같네요.
What do you even mean, Chicken Man? It means bullshit. I don't know.
누가 저 새끼 가면 벗겨봐. 뒤틀렸다는 게 삐뚤어진 정신머리를 뜻하는 걸 수도 있죠.
인정한다. 그래도 후회 없는 승부였다고 생각한다.
At least the chickens aren't bum rushing us this time. With only 1 chance left, Otis brought her dish to the table. Looks neat, nothing too fancy, but still simple and clean. Got Wab. What are these couple of needles on the dish for, Otis? They look like a clock's hands.
관리자님을 존경하는 마음을 담아 소박하게나마 장식을 해보았습니다.
Oh, I'd give bonus points if I could. Didn't pass because it lacked passion, basically. Ah. The comment that followed from the owner was too sensational for me to put into words.
우리 이게 뭐니? 왜 머리에 해괴망측한 가면이나 쓰고 있는 거야? 엄마 때는 말이야. 별별 일 다 겪어도 어떻게든 사라졌어. 고작 그런 거 가지고 낙담하면 이 험한 세상을 어떻게 살아갈래 정말?
My mother was always like that. Rather than kind and caring words, she would scold me with her nitpicky lectures. She was so particular about chicken, too, rarely touching a piece that anybody else would take in a heartbeat. Running this restaurant, I had forgotten something important.
어머니.
Now's our chance. The distortion or whatever on him is weakening.
이것 보세요. 사장님 앞에 어디론가 향하는 문 같은 것이 생겨났어요.
Do we have to go? Is there a dungeon for this?
이 안으로 들어가야 하는 걸까요?
대체 OT 요리는 뭐가 달랐던 거야?
진입하지 제군들. 끝장을 보러 간다.
A door opened next to him because we reminded him of how his mother was a bitch. That... Following a crispy scent, we stand at the entrance of the Dungeon of the Fathoms. In an empty space, we find a lone vending machine. Where does it get its power? Besides that, with this uncanny feeling, standing in front of the vending machine, we see rows of buttons. Is this sound? No, it's not sounding. No. No. Try pressing the other buttons just in case, but the machine doesn't respond. Still caught on the lingering sense of deja vu, we decide to move on. Apply 2 damage up to all allies at the start of combat. Pretty good. Solid. Definitely usable. Following a crispy scent.
Interesting.
마지막까지.
Sinclair in the back, as always. He is yellow today. Claire needs a little bit of insanity rolling up in his shit, and then we're good. One shot.
빈틈 투성이군. 스켈레터. 허술하군.
One shot.
우와, 코이.
타겟 포착. 한시간 다음 목표로.
Greg going ham on people again. And one more. 2 more. Yep, that's all of them. Ha! Get killed, chicken nerds. Some folks are blocking the way. They're sitting on a deck yelling at each other. Look at this succulent piece, the rich juice running down the fibers of luscious meat. This is what chicken is all about. Wrong. This piece has a clean taste with not an ounce of grease tainting the tongue. This is the real deal. The two turn around at the same time to face you. You there, tell us which is better. I mean, going ham on chickens because we got beef. Shoot them both with a gun. Nah, I'm taking the breast. Because duh. We all know who I am. That ain't no way. You'd give up on this banquet of juiciness? It's fat, not just juice. The breast is healthy. Light, comes in hefty servings, and is easy to eat. It's obviously the reasonable choice. The person holding a piece of chicken breast pleasantly remarked, "Here, a reward for you. Take this breast." Sizable piece was... In Mirror Dungeons, you choose the first option? Yeah, I know. I picked the boob for the meme.
어머, 부탁드려요.
Purely for the meme. It's not like this is actually going to be a difficult fight one way or another for me. Sinclair, why are you getting your ass kicked? That's not cool. How does something smell crispy? You know, you would think that wouldn't be possible or work, but I feel like I have smelled things that smell crispy. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't make sense, I will admit. But I know within my heart it sort of maybe kind of works. I think we're gonna finish this intermezzo bullshit or whatever and then quit for the night. As I am going to force myself to go to bed early tonight. Fuck's sake. Swear to Christ, I will have a reasonable amount of sleep for one night in this goddamn week. Yeah. Fucking. One day I will wake up and not be tired when stream occurs. Hopefully Canto 4 next stream. I think I'm gonna stick to doing God of War on Mondays. Mostly because I feel like I can actually get through that game faster than I can get through this. Because as much as it is a collectathon, there's also just like, you know, it's not a super long story. And then in the later half of the week, I'll play Limbus and maybe cut to Warhams on the back half of streams. A bright spotlight shines on a portion of the noisy area. It seems as though the chickens are attending a ball. That's the tango, looking at their movements, which might be a dance or a tussle. You notice sauce leaking from one of them. It doesn't seem to be aware of this. Modern God of War has a pretty lengthy story, actually. I mean, it's not, like, insubstantial, but it's also not fucking Persona 4 or 5. Did we not inform them? Yeah, but they look pretty happy right now, don't they? Couldn't hurt to sit and watch a bit longer? What will become of it when it loses all its sauce? Maybe it'll just become an underseasoned chicken in the time the leakage ceased. Keeg. Perhaps it noticed that it's become lighter. It suddenly performed a highly technical move. Astonishing. The chickens around it stopped their dances and watched its performance. Mesmerized. Soon enough, they approached the performer, letting out screams that seemed like cheers. They walked out of the light, tossing the special one up and down as a celebration. All that remained was the spilled sauce. And we got Tango Marinade. All allies gain clash power by half their speed against opponents with lower speed. Huh.
어머, 부탁드려요.
Weird. Doesn't matter. Got clashes where we need to and all that. Arguably the most powerful mirror dungeon gift for normal mode.
당신 짝해볼래?
여기가 네 약점인가?
What, the tango sauce? It does seem really good, yeah. I can see how it would be really, really crazy.
그 정도 각오로 시골을 건드렸네.
bodied.
by a short man with a big axe.
불로 정화하고 깨끗한 세계를 세우라.
At least I'll be able to do the normal fucking, what do you call it? Mirror dungeon normal run. Wait, is she red? She's red! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm fucking talking about.
당신
Unlimited chicken boogie works. Boogie deep into the night. That chicken got fucking obliterated. Yeah, I do love turn-based combat games. I can't deny it. They're pretty fucking great.
빠르게 처리하지.
This one is not quite turn-based combat though. It sort of is, but it's also not.
자세가 무너지니 자비에 감사하다.
Interesting how it is and not at the same time, to be honest. Wait, ads are running. Fuck. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just fighting. Okay. I'm having visions I've never seen before. Must be his memories.
충격을 받아서 부분적으로 기억을 잃어버렸던 장면일 수도 있겠군요.
후, 찾아내기 힘들었어. 특급 비밀 레시피라고 해서 매우 철저하게 숨겨져 있을 줄 알았는데 라면 받침대로 쓰이고 있었을 줄이야.
그건 우리 식당 레시피? 어떻게 찾아낸 거지?
This guy's got some fucking arms on him.
스파이를 발견했다. 최저 시급으로도 1시간 일찍 나와서 오픈 준비를 해줄 아르바이트생이 진짜로 존재할 거라고 생각해.
Ah, so this guy is the asshole that is at fault for all of this from the start.
왜 이런 짓을?
어쩔 수 없어. 본사에서 제시한 만큼의 실적을 못 낸다면 우리 가게는 문을 닫을 수밖에 없다고.
그래도 레시피는 전부 내 머릿속에 있어. 설탕 2스푼, 간장 1스푼 반의 다진 마늘을.
소용없어. 개념 소각기에 넣을 생각이거든. 머릿속 기억까지 영영 사라지겠지.
That's fucking disgusting.
설탕 2스푼, 간장 1스푼 반에.
그러니까 내가 경고했을 때 일찌감치 가게를 접었어야지.
God, I know this guy's not gonna get any fucking comeuppance from this, but I would really like to beat his ass.
설탕 아니 설탕이 맞았나? 아무것도 기억이 안 나.
그 자식 첫인상부터 마음에 들지 않았어.
Can. Yeah, hello, possum.
개념 소각기에 넣었다면 레시피는 영영 되찾을 수 없다고 봐야겠네요.
개념 소각기가 뭐? 아니야. 이스마의 표정을 보니까 그다지 묻고 싶지 않아졌어.
개념 소각기라 한다면 기술을 영구 소멸할 수 있는 대표적인 이를테면 파우스트 양이 메피스토펠레스를 발명하기 전의 상태로 돌아가는 것이지.
시간이 되돌아가는 건가요?
아니요. 그저 머릿속에서 없던 일이 되어버릴 뿐. 기술과 관련되어 있는 모든 문서, 사진,
That is a
아주
dangerous
작고
piece of
작은 또
technology.
분조가 파우스트 양의 기억까지 뭉개지거나 사라지는 것이요.
해당 특이점 소각기 제품의 비용에 따라 효과와 범위가 다르지만요.
양념이었는지 간장 양념이었는지 설탕이 주재료였는지 아니면 소금이었는지 아무것도 남지 않아. 심지어 가게를 찾아왔던 수많은 손님들조차도
The concept incinerator is such a fuck ass machine. Yeah, that's cool in an awful way. It feels like such a Saturday morning cartoon villain kind of machine.
장사가 안 되는 거다.
우리 어머니 이름인데.
말 너무 심.
Good job, Otis, you fucking idiot.
정감이 있는 법이지. 문제는 알량한 네 마음가짐이다.
Why are you so eager to start fights?
자, 그 글러먹은 태도를 고쳐주지.
What the fuck? Otis, what the hell? You've lured your friend into playing Linda's by informing her that there was a sheep girl she could acquire. Sheep, fucking Don Quixote is really funny. The sudden disco is hilarious. Oh wait, yeah, we should do it this way. This isn't disco so much as 90s anime background music. I mean, kinda. It's a little disco-y. You're not wrong, but I don't know if I also wholly agree with you. That chicken just got fucking bodied. Whoa. So there's no story after this to stop me from getting the Kanto Fort, right? Oh, wait. What the fuck happened? What did I do? Yeah? Okay, good. He did just get his ass beat. Goddamn. He just got fucking clowned on. You lift an attack unopposed? Oh, I suppose that would make sense. Okay. Slap him up. This song's gonna get his ass beat. I'm just gonna let it happen. It simply will be how it will be.
당신 짝패군요.
I only have 4 things anyway. After the intervallo? No? Okay, good. I'm good. Get slapped by a fucking raw chicken and that's the end of it. God damn, Yi-song. You are having a bad day. Though I don't have to counter that defense or anything, right? I could just let it roll and it'll be okay. I won't like get punished for it or nothing. Honglu? Is it Honglu? Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. It's all fun and games until the chicken chases you. You're not wrong. Claire, can you take care of that, please? There are 3 optional mini stories, but you can skip if you want to smash straight into Kanto. I'll think about it. I will think about what I want to do. I am quitting after this for the night. I am fucking exhausted. All of a sudden. There were a lot of emergency vehicles I had to dodge when I was going to the grocery store today. That was really stressful. That might be it, but it might also be the like only. I just want to say it's the only 6 hours of sleep, but that also feels like a pretty acceptable amount of sleep, so I don't really know, to be real. I've eaten enough, I've taken my meds. I slept a not great but not bad amount. So I don't know. But either way. Is it just the chicken left? Do they show up in the like story section like a normal thing, or are they off in some weird place that I won't know how to find?
우린이었나요?
Yeah? Okay.
치킨을 튀기면서
Running this chicken joint, I had
중요한
forgotten something
사실들을 잊고
important.
있었다. 그래, 내가 궁극적으로 만들고 싶었던 치킨, 어머니조차 맛있게 드실 수 있는 그런 치킨이었다. 그 한없이 까다로웠던 입맛까지도 만족시킬 수 있는. 아니, 사실 알고 있었다. 엄마가 치킨을 드시지 않는 건 넉넉지 못했던 우리 집의 사정 때문이었음을. 그래서 우리 집에는 항상 쿠폰이 쌓여 있었다. 10개를 모으면 하나를 공짜로 받을 수 있는. 어머니는 그걸 모으고 또 모아서 당신은 입에도 되지 않을 고작 치킨 한 마리를 먹이기 위해. 피자 쿠폰이었네.
엄마는 치킨보단 피자파야.
정신이.
He's gone back to normal.
좋은 작전이었다. 당근과 채찍. 군사 작전에서 종종 써먹기도 하는.
그게 작전이었나요?
Was that a plan?
그냥 평소처럼 호되게 막말하고 선제 공격을 한 거랑 무슨
There was a
차이가?
plan?
나와 예송 소년만이 눈치챈 기류지. 잘 따라와줬다.
What?
감사합니다, 오티스님.
You almost called him rookie, didn't you?
감사합니다. 덕분에 새 출발을 할 수 있을 것 같아요. 중요한 건 레시피가 아니었어요. 누군가를 위하는 마음.
No.
설사 그 형태가
I don't think anybody does have plans like
피자일지라도 정성만 담겨 있다면 손님들은 좋아해 줄 거예요.
어이, 저 치킨집에서 무제한 이용권을 준다고 했단 말이야.
나 지금쯤이면 닭다리를 종류별로 뜯고 있을 줄 알았어.
큰 건 아니지만 이걸 받아주세요.
Ready to start anew after I pull that guy's arms off with my gigantic gorilla arms. Fuck him, he's a terrible person. The owner of Yunbong's gave us a wrapped up box.
가게에 단 하나밖에 없는 귀한 보물입니다.
하나밖에 없는 걸 우리가 받아도 되겠는가?
여러분이 아니었다면 식당을 다시 열지도 못했을 테니까 보답이라고 생각해 주세요.
그렇게 해서 뒤틀림도 해결하고 이 보물을 얻게 된 것이요. 어떻소? 깊은 감명에 말을 잇지 못하는 중이요.
Imagine making pizza with guns like those. He could do it.
우리들은 음봉내로 향했다네부터 듣지 않았어.
아예 처음부터 듣지 않은 거였어.
어차피 파우스트가 보고서를 올릴 텐데 못하러 니들의 수다 따위를 들어주고
He could
있어야
spin that
하지.
though. Yeah, he could spin it real good.
그쪽은 신경 끄고 동키. 우린 빨리 상자를 풀어봐야지.
Yeah, Don Quixote does talk a lot.
뭐가 들어있을까나?
Surrounded by sinners full of anticipation, the lid was lifted.
단 하나밖에 없는 마스코트 인형 봉이입니다. 쓸 일이 있지 않을까 하여 만들었는데 이렇게 드리게 되어 기쁘네요. 웃음.
It's cute in a horrifying way.
아니야, 이럴 리 없어. 인형 배를 갈라보면 뭐라도 들어있지 않을까?
He didn't seem like the kind of person to do that, Rhodia.
그 처치곤란해서 우리한테 그냥 처분한 거 아닐까?
그 소각기인가 뭔가에 버리자.
A hand gently tugged at the doll Heathcliff had gripped with ferocious rage.
카로는 이 승객 맘에
Yeah! Karen
대체
rescues
어디가 마음에
chicken.
든다나.
눈 말고는 아무것도 갖고 있지 않잖아. 그게
그래 그럼 된 거지. 인형은
눈 말고 아무것도 없다기에는 팔다리랑 몸통도 있다.
Just like that, the chicken plushie we got instead of free food for life earned its seat on the bus.
네, 동랑소장. 뒤틀림은 무사히 해결되었습니다. 직접 확인했습니다. 처음엔 조금 믿업지 못해 보였는데 이야기를 나누셔도 좋을 것 같습니다. 네, 이제 저들을 데려오겠습니다.
이제 어떡하죠? 전 주어가 빠진 문장을 저 식당이 문을 다시 열면 우리 가게에 손님이 빠져나갈 겁니다. 그럼 훔친 레시피를 개념 소각기에 넣었을 때부터 살아남을 궁리를 해두셨어야죠. 도둑질을 하려거든 집주인도 못 알아채게 해라. 이 속담도 모르십니까?
Yeah, that's a wise saying.
그런 건 모르는데 네.
If you steal shit, don't get caught. Is
말이거든요. 다음부턴
kind of a self-evident
기억하세요.
thing, but like, yeah.
그럼 이만 손님들 맞을 준비를 해야 해서요.
Before long, we were dragged into a mess of unprecedented scale. Is that it? Is it done?
당연한 결과죠. 저는 선택받았으니까. 그렇겠죠?
Have I had Arknights open this whole fucking time? That is, yes, that is what that music was. That was the end combat or mission successful music for Arknights. Alright, I see. Mini 1, 2, and 3. As you guys can tell, I am actually fucking exhausted. Oh, Jesus. Alright, we'll be back on Monday. We'll play God of War then. We'll play more Limbus on Thursday and Friday. I think we're just gonna go into Canto 4, but I don't know for sure. Oh. I hope y'all have a good night. Hope y'all have a good weekend. And I'll see you next week, where I will intend to actually have a full fucking stream on the back half of the fucking... How I got so many ink boxes? I just do, what of it? Oh, God. Anyway, good night, everybody.